we did have too much rain already before we had that event, and now we've had time to dry out. So again, although we could definitely get that pooling on a lot of those roadways, and you do need to be weather aware and watch out for those areas, I'm not anticipating it to be too much of a concern, especially like we saw last week. Right now, 72 degrees as we have been warm. We have been humid all morning, and we've just been continuing to build in some moisture. Temperatures across the area have been in the low to mid 70s this morning with, again, consistent rain. Now, the good news is our severe threat when it comes to damaging wind gusts really did calm down because of the dynamics of the system. We had two lines kind of merged together, and it kind of fought for that energy, completely kind of fizzled out for us. So right now we just have your run-of-the-mill storms. Again, I'd say the most concern that we're going to see today is going to be the heavy rainfall threat. And after we get this main event to push through, not all of us are going to be in the clear. So here's a look at radar over the past couple of hours. You can see that line that was out towards our west near Cedar Rapids kind of merged and took over that initial line. And again, that took away from the winds. So that was the good news for us this morning, but we still see quite a bit of heavy rain. And so we've also seen a little bit of a trimming to the severe storm zones. We'll continue to monitor this. I think most of us, especially for areas north of I-80, will likely get taken out of this threat, especially as we get into the afternoon. However, the area I am most concerned about, and I'm questioning that we might keep a threat in place for, is areas south of I-80, and that's because we could see a boundary stall, and that could produce some more chances for showers and thunderstorms later on today. So we do have this flood watch in place through the weekend. Again, this is going to remain in place until tomorrow afternoon because we do continuously see chances of storms through this afternoon and going into tomorrow morning. Again, not for everyone. So I want to point that out. And this is a look at the timeline. So again, this is the main event, and we're getting really close to being done with most of the rain as we get into the afternoon hours. However, with this system, it is expected to stall out. So it's going to pause itself. And what's going to happen is a boundary is going to park itself just south of the Quad Cities. With this boundary, it's going to allow for moisture to stay in place, and it's going to allow for that lift for some more showers and storms to occur. So that's why we're going to continuously keep those rain chances on the board for the areas along and south of I-80 into the afternoon and evening hours and going into tomorrow morning. So you can see it's just a pretty consistent streamline of shower and storm chances as we head into tomorrow. So again, if you're south of I-80, I think that's where we're going to have the most threat for some flooding. And this is a look at the future track rainfall potential. Don't freak out. I know that you see a big blob of purple near Galesburg, Mount Pleasant and Burlington. And if we're looking at our color table, it's putting us in that 6 to 8 inch territory. That's not a guarantee, but I do want to show that we do have that concern for some heavier rainfall amounts to be picking up south of I-80, and that's going to definitely happen if we get this boundary to pause itself near those hometowns. So that's why I want those areas to be a little more on guard today as we head into the afternoon and to the evening hours. We do see drying skies, so once we get through this heavy rain event, by tomorrow afternoon, we'll keep a couple chances for showers and thunderstorms on Monday, and then we dry out and we are ramping up the heat and humidity. We're going to see high dew points. We are potentially going to see some heat headlines, which could also include some more weather impact alerts for that heat into the middle of the week. And then we could also see some more rain chances by the end of next week as well. Good morning, Quad City. Saturday will continue.